Hola a todos, bienvenidos a Genshin en vivo, otra vez acá, estamos otro día más acá dándole y vamos a empezar. ¿Qué tenemos por acá? Tenemos una encuesta, registro diario. Tenemos por acá que encuesta del evento y acá la encuesta del evento. Acá. Por acá tenemos desbloqueo otro nivel y ya. Entonces estamos en la carrera de... Espérate, que ayer terminamos esto. Y ayer terminamos de subir. Y quedó más o menos bien. Bien Scofiers. Ya solo falta terminar estos... Pero falta 3 días para el inicio. Es decir, ya terminamos Scofier. Ya más o menos terminamos con Varesa. No es lo mejorcito, pero la está pegando, sí. Y bueno, entonces ya también terminamos Mavica. Listo. Entonces en general ya no tengo que hacer nada urgente. Y porque ya subí estos personajes y ya los tengo más o menos ya. No los mejores builds, pero ya son decentes. Entonces empecemos a farmear. Farmeamos experiencia. También tenemos que subir. Espera que estamos subiendo y yo los dejé tirados. La mayoría. ¿Puedo? Filosofía del conflicto. Alta subir este. Uff. Janlan. Pucha, falta un montón de subir. Mire eso. Janlan. Ok, ya me quedé sin dinero. Bueno, toca hacer dinero. Vamos a dedicar a hacer dinero. Sí, ya está pegando el hielo. No pega tanto, pero la reacción también ayuda. Entonces...
Here I
Tan, tan, tan.
Good fight. Attack the frosting. Why me? Here am I coming. Ultimate flight. Running your move.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's rock. Try and stop me.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. At first, the flavor. A little Elizabeth light of the blazing sun. Some great names echo. Yeah, oof. Here are we coming. Yeah, light it up. Yeah, Wrath from the sky. Onto the breeze. Yeah. It's justice o'clock.
Uy, esto es la primera vez que me salió tantos de estos. Ahora para allá. ¡Hija!
Hear the echoes of the valley. There's on the loose. Light up the blazing sun. Headbutt. Time. Yeah. Bring it.
Se murió. Sí. Se lancé todos los últimos, se murió. Ah, pobre. Listo, entonces tenemos.
Add Astra.
Ups, ven. Así, terminamos este. Con esto terminamos las diarias.
Thank you for completing today's commit.
Ya sin nada que hacer, entonces sigamos con las misiones de Kaveh. Entonces, por acá, intenta persuasión. Entonces ahora vamos por acá. Así por acá. Puerto Olmos.
We meet again.
Huh?
Why are you
Entonces
guys
tenemos
here?
todo esto, ¿no? Bla, bla, bla. Entonces, ¿y si probamos con este de frente?
A slightly different style. Give me a minute. Most architects would probably prioritize cutting costs and removing extra features in this situation. Indeed, converting the building into a simple bungalow would solve most of our problems. However, I do not think this would be the best solution. While it's true that the aesthetic value of a building is often viewed as an afterthought, neglecting it has some long-term negative consequences. It is especially undesirable in this situation, as the library will serve a high number of children, many of whom would have never been exposed to structures that may be considered elegant or beautiful. To completely give up on the more aesthetic design would mean stripping the children of an opportunity to appreciate the beauty of architecture. I share Badaway's sentiments in wanting to preserve a more complex design. However, if we can reduce the ornate aspects of the design while maintaining its fundamental elegance, which is to say we won't touch the arches and stone pillars, but make changes elsewhere, this is definitely a first. To make up for the loss of regular details, we would need to put a lot of extra effort into the layout, lines, and color.
I see. Would that really be okay?
It just increases the difficulty of the design. You should feel lucky that out of all the architects in the city, you chose to approach me. Most of the others would have given up on this project by now. As for inspiration, I think I might have something in mind, but I'd need to visit the site to make sure. Where do you want this place to be built? Tell me the exact location.
Aru Village. Although it wasn't my childhood home, I think it'll be the best site for such a building.
Okay, then we can pay a visit to Aru Village.
Is there something I can do for you? I've already caused you a lot of trouble before, and now you're revising the design again because of me. Which draft are we even on now? It's making me feel terribly guilty.
Let me think. You said you used to be an Eremite mercenary, right? In that case, you could help us clear out some monsters that are blocking the way to Aru Village. We want to keep the roads clear, and reduce the loss of materials during transport to a minimum. If everything goes well, that'll help us save some Mora.
All right, just leave it to me. If there's anything I'm good at, it's clearing out monsters.
What are you waiting for then? Let's pack up and get ready to go.
Bueno, es en total límite la uso de transporte de materiales para la construcción. Wow, un aliado.
Running late again.
Most materials going from Caravan Rebat to Aru Village would pass through here. There are a lot of monsters out here today. If you find it hard to keep up, just let us know.
Oh, don't worry about me. This is nothing. I'll be careful, though, and you should do the same.
Oh,
Come at me! Hyah! Sight clear! Hyah! Ha! Ta! Ha! Ta! Come at me! Ta! Hyah! Scanning! Ta! Ha! Ta! Sight clear! Ha! Ta! Ha! Ha! Hyah!
así están los DPS, esta ayuda,
Feast your eyes! Ta!
ayuda a que todos te tenga dentro. Ya, listo. Echemos una ayuda a ver. Sí, mire, ese Jirito está pegando la...
Come at me.
¿Qué ese Jirito pega? Hola Alexa MDI. Bienvenido. Estoy acá haciendo las historias de Kaveh.
I'm fine. I've spent my entire life fighting these kinds of monsters in the desert after all. They won't get the best of me. But it's one thing to fight against monsters, and another to fight against an old injury. It's something I picked up when I was young. There were many fights between mercenary brigades back then, and one day someone stabbed me in the back. I didn't think much of it back then, but with age, it's caught up to me. Few mercenaries get to enjoy their later years. Failing health tends to take the joy out of reputation and wealth, and many mercenaries never even made much of the latter to begin with.
Is there someone you know who can help to look after you?
Unfortunately, no.
Hola.
My wife passed away at an
Sí,
early
ando
age,
bien.
and I don't have
¿Estás
any
viendo los
children.
games? Sí. Bueno, el mío es más como
Sometimes
un
I
diario.
close my eyes and
Que generalmente no hago nada, sino
realize
siempre
most
juego
of my
una
life
hora al
story
diario.
has already been written.
Entonces, pues, la gente me dice que es aburrido, pero sí es cierto. Es,
At the same time, I
es solo verme
also
jugar
know
una hora, entonces, pues,
there
eso es
were
lo que hago.
many options for me in the first place. I joined the Eremites when I was young and won many battles with them. My survival was more a matter of luck than actual ability. If at all possible, I want future children of the desert to have some more options in life. I don't want them to turn out like me. My apologies. The older we get, the more we tend to ramble. Seems like we've already cleared out most of the monsters. Let's hurry over to Aru village.
Gracias. Pues ya estaba haciendo esto por 2 años. En YouTube están todo el diario. Todos los días juego una hora y están subidos en YouTube. Entonces, pues realmente sí es un diario de mí verme jugar. Pero gente pasa de vez en cuando. Como...
I think it's really admirable of him to spend his whole life savings on people he's never met. Maybe he's doing this out of natural kindness. A kindness that hasn't been eroded away by the struggles of his life.
¿Sale alguien que conozco?
Perhaps. To clarify, though, I don't think I'm quite the same. Some people call me an idealist. I do have some sentiments of that general persuasion, such as wanting everyone to be able to lead a happy life. But my situation is more complex than that. In the beginning, what drove me to harbor those thoughts was less idealism and more a desire to make up for a sense of guilt. When I was young, I impulsively encouraged my father to take part in the first Inter-Darshan Championship hosted by the Academia. He set off confidently hoping to win something for me, but failed to clinch the title. What's more, he fell into depression after the competition and requested to join an investigative research project in the desert.
¿Cuál es mi main?
Never saw him again.
Pues no tengo. Generalmente juego
That he got caught in
juegos
quicksand.
por temporadas. Entonces,
Even if other factors
como
may have
ahorita
contributed to his
estamos
death,
con Natla, entonces
something
juego
that
con los
he
personajes de
still
Natla.
circles back to me.
Y así.
I started doing many things in life because I wanted to make amends. Even in cases where I couldn't do something for a specific person, I still did whatever I could. I think I just wanted to make myself feel a little better.
Si pones el personaje que tengo más... A ver, el main... No diría, yo diría que el que más me gusta es Genshin, porque fue el primer 5 estrellas que saqué. Y el que quedó mejor armado, creo que es... El Arconte de Fuego. Ese sí me quedó bien armado.
At this point, even I don't know. I've tried self-reflection, but it didn't help. I can't seem to walk away from many things that I see or hear about, even if they don't directly concern me. And I can't quite pinpoint the source of it. Maybe it's just like what those Vahumana scholars often say. It's hard for people to truly understand themselves. I could be doing things out of endless guilt, Or I could be doing them out of a strong sense of empathy.
Ah,
Even just
sí,
being
Nadia
mad.
con esos golpes.
The potential motivations could number in the dozens, but the actions they result in are the same. Anyway, I suppose I don't really mind being called an idealist. They also use that term to describe my father. It seemed to carry fewer connotations back when he was around. I've known Alhaitham for many years now, and discussed my ideology with him for nearly as long. Maybe argued is a better word for it. He told me a long time ago that no matter how strong of a swimmer you may be, you'll still get dragged under by the others who are drowning once you run out of stamina. He believes this is the fate that awaits all idealists. I still believe I should live by my ideals, and I've given him countless reasons why I think it's a good idea to do so. Perhaps my ideals are flawed, but are there really any perfect things in this world? Unfortunately, he remains unconvinced. His personality is the exact opposite of my own. If someone happens to drown next to him, he'll most likely stand on the shore and mumble something along the lines of respecting other people's fates. But as you can see, I'm not the only idealist in the world. Just as there are different seasons, there are also different people. There are many others who will continue to care about the fates of those who are not directly related to them.
Sí, es que Nadia pega durísimo con los dos disparos. Si uno los pone, yo creo que he alcanzado a sacar que como 500.000 de daño. Así que uno se lo pone justo y ¡pa! Eso es el que utilizaba cuando estábamos ahí. Cuando estábamos allá en agua.
And when I finally run out of stamina, someone will also reach out and bring me back to shore. Someone will help me, right? Yes, I've already been helped like that before.
La tarea para ti.
Oh, please. It's not like we're actually talking about swimming. Also, just so you know, I actually took a swimming elective back in the day. Don't underestimate my skills. Either way, I'm feeling much better than when you first found me at the tavern. I can feel inspiration already welling up inside of me. Maybe this will be just the opportunity I needed to create a whole new style. All right, let's head to Aru Village.
Las mengas, acá está, este es el build que estoy ahorita en Atla. Entonces Silane, Scofier que acaba de salir, Varese y Mahuica. Y el que estaba jugando, acá está el otro, que es Navia, Sanjun, Furina y Clorinde. Ahora, este es el de hielo que juego, que es Bárbara, Chenka y Kaveh y Ganju. Anda, me da por jugar solo hielo. Y acá este es el variado, que es Nahida, Shogun Rider, Yamiya y Shanmugyo Kagaya. Esos son los builds que tengo ahí de locos. Este es el último que estaba jugando cuando estábamos allá, y ahora este es el nuevo, los personajes nuevos. Entonces, yo no tengo un main como principal, sino que juego con los personajes que van saliendo. Y para mostrarte cómo quedó, acabo que Mahuica quedó con 2400, quedó con 54 de crítica, pero 200 de daño crítica. Y entonces ahí quedó más o menos, más o menos quedó montado. Y el arma esta legendaria que sale, esta le quedó chévere, pero esta no es un arma que no sale, no es de Mahuica, sino sale es random, pues de 5 estrellas. Ah, sí, Furina, sí. Es que generalmente para que me salga, yo generalmente tengo que tener 90. Esto es lo que yo siempre. Entonces, si uno tiene 90, generalmente siempre te va a salir un 5 estrellas. 5 estrellas, pero generalmente te puede pasar que te salgan 5 estrellas, pero de los rebuscados. Porque ahí me ha salido otra vez Genshin como 1000 veces, y después me salió. Sí, todos los que uno no espera que salgan, salen ahí. Hasta Kiki me ha salido varias veces. Pero en general. Entonces, pues yo lo que hago simplemente es este personaje, digamos que era Mahuica. Entonces sale ese acá. Acá tiene... Si ves acá, este es la cámara, y en la cámara es como donde vive Mahuica. Entonces yo lo que hago es irme allá y lanzo el gachapón. Y generalmente siempre me sale, como a la quinta o la séptima vez. Pero bueno, eso es como lo que yo hago como por suerte, a ver si sale. Pero generalmente con Citlani no me salió, y con ese, el que salió, el que es el de sueños, tampoco me salió, ¿verdad? Sí, eso es que sale así. Por acá es que uno puede ver acá. Acá sí, entonces acá puedes ver. Tengo todos los 90, 5 estrellas, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. Y todos los 5 estrellas los tengo con build completo. Bueno, pues no el super, pero sí con build completo y armas 90 y todo. Y estos también los estoy subiendo todos 90. Tan, 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 tan. Ya voy acá. Hace falta subir todos estos para acá.
Now that we're here, it's my partner's time to shine. Marak!
Oh, what's this?
My toolbox. I built it using an ancient mechanical core. It's not too smart, but it's super useful and can help me with a variety of tasks. I'll take Marak and find a suitable location for the building. Once that is done, I'll get to work on a few designs.
Traveler?
Sí, que no, pero yo sí no saco constelaciones porque yo lo que me gusta más es sacar personajes que sacar las constelaciones. Entonces yo hasta que me salga y me sale, ya no vuelvo a lanzar. Entonces pues todos los 5 estrellas solo tienen el personaje, no tiene ninguna constelación, a menos de que me haya salido repetido por alguna casualidad. Porque lo que me gusta es más jugar con los nuevos personajes.
You know each other?
Hello. I suppose you must be Kaveh from Kasharawar. I have heard of you before. My name is Sataria, and I'm currently the person in charge of promoting educational assistance programs here in the desert.
Educational assistance programs. Then you must be familiar with the local conditions here.
I can't say I'm too familiar just yet, but if you have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them.
I've been commissioned by Mr. Badawi to build a library in the desert. We've settled on the general design direction, but we are trying to finalize some details based on the conditions around the intended location.
¿Está cerrando para que inicie? No, yo sí.
Do you intend
Va a
to
pasar.
open it to the public for free?
That's right. I want to make sure the children will have books to read.
That's fantastic. I'm sure the children will be thrilled. Right now, we don't have access to many paper books or a quiet place to read. Truth be told, this very thing has been
Sí,
keeping
estoy
me up
errando
at
es para
night.
la siguiente.
Let me get straight to my
Me parece que
questions.
si Lali va a volver a pasar.
Can you estimate the number of
Voy a
children
ahorrar para
around
ellos
here
dos.
who'd be interested in reading? Besides the usual noise of village pedestrians, are there any other sources of noise in the village? Oh, and have any landslides occurred here recently? And also, where are the spots around the village that have been most affected by wind and erosion?
Pues depende, hay gente que paga. Entonces pues los que pagan pues no hay nada que hacer.
All right, that should be everything. Badawi, let's go over the budget again. We'll keep the building structure the same, but make the place a little bigger, so it'll be able to hold more people and get better natural light. The parts of the project that cost the most will be the insulation and ventilation materials. I'm sure you understand, no one likes to read in a place that's hot and stuffy. I want to make significant changes to the arrangement of the bookshelves, tables, and chairs. I'll go over the specifics of that shortly. I have 2 plans in mind. Both are pretty minimalist in style, but will provide a very different ambiance from the world outside.
Pues depende, porque el pack, el único que es rentable es el que te da, es el que compras, que es el de $5, que es el que cada vez que entras te da 90 protogemas. Entonces tienes que entrar por 30 días y te vale $5. Ese es el único rentable. Porque el otro, si hace los cálculos, es un desperdicio de plata. Entonces ese es como el más rentable y vale $5. Tienes que entrar cada día por el mes y ya. Y te da pues, ¿qué cuántos? Como 300 para cosas, pero eso es para comprar trajes. ¿No? Ahorras eso y te da para ahorrar los trajes. Y que si uno compra protogemas así con básicas, no, eso es un desperdicio de plata. Así que no. Y lo de Chogun, sí. Chogun es buena porque te da el elemental electro. Entonces cada golpe con cualquier otro elemento te hace, te hace más daño.
Our final cost should be around 70% of the last figure I quoted. The whole thing should take around half a year to complete. Marak has produced a sketch for all of you to see. If everyone's okay with it, then we'll proceed with that as the formal plan. The inspiration just came to me naturally. All I did was put thoughts to paper. I must give you credit, though. If it weren't for your advice and suggestions, I probably wouldn't have landed on this new style so quickly. According to the traditions of my profession, I should probably name this style after you. Let's call it the Traveler style. In the meantime, let's look forward to the day when this building is completed and can finally open its doors.
Pues los puedes elegir a los dos. Sí. Oh, ya terminé. A ver, el encuentro. Entonces también puedes hacer estos encuentros. Mira que estos encuentros te dan protogemas. Protogema. Y otro es hacer, pues, los típicos. Te vas a hacer te hace el teatro también te da, y si necesitas más, acá también te dan como 600 protogemas también. Acá me falta el último, Kaveh. No, por acá, ahora vamos acá. Reliquias, buscando al cliente. Vamos. No pasa nada, tienes un mecanismo cerca de esos que puedan. Sí, yo sí juego todos los días, hasta los domingos. Porque igualmente es un diario. Entonces, ya tengo 2 años transmitiendo y bueno, y una vez, de vez en cuando alguien se pasa. Gracias por pasarte.
Taking this commission was truly the worst decision ever. Oh.
Volteamos. A ver, entonces 3. Yo tampoco sé esas cosas.
No worries. It was just an offhand question. It's been bothering me for a while. Even when I'm awake, the question haunts me like a bad dream. I still haven't found a good answer to it. Or maybe it was never a correct answer in the first place.
Carlos, eso, mira que pero las cosas, ¿qué puedo hacer para animarlo? A ver si no se las videos por aquí, sugerencia. Y el 2.
Sounds great to me. I don't even want to think about this project anymore. But what should we do? It's probably not a good idea to just drink until I pass out here.
Voy a pensar en cambiar de profesión.
A different career. I see. That's not a bad idea. I think I've heard a saying somewhere before. 80% of a working adult's woes are due to not having enough mora in the bank. It's just a saying, of course, but even I will admit that my life would be a lot better if I could make additional mora. And if I want to make mora, I should finish that ridiculous commission. But I really can't find it in me to go back and talk to him right now. Hold on. I just remembered that I used to have a senior classmate by the name of Alkami. If memory serves me right, he's no longer taking private commissions, but he's still doing pretty well for himself. Maybe I'll be able to get some advice from him. Yeah, I should get on this right away. No more wine for me today. I'll grab the bill and be on my way.
precio de la ocasión. Buscar que me importa más. Que me.
Ah, Kaveh, it's you. It's been a while. What have you been up to recently?
Yeah, it's been a long time, Alkami. Things haven't changed much for me. I'm still taking private commissions for all kinds of projects.
I heard that you were the genius behind the Palace of Alcazazare. I bet you're all set for Mora after a project of that size.
Well, it's hard to make a profit from every project, you know?
Hard to make a profit? You've got to be joking. I've never met an architect who didn't make a profit from a project. Unless the client fled before they paid the commission fee in full. But that doesn't sound right either. Doesn't Dory have a pretty decent reputation in our local business circles? I don't think she's ever been involved in any kind of big scandal.
Well, about that. I mean, it was complicated.
I understand. Either way, doing one project after another sure gets exhausting over the years, huh? I've been there, so I can feel your pain. I mean, I obviously never had your reputation to live up to. That must have been stressful. But I'm sure we faced all the same problems. Trying to keep your clients in a good mood while you're trying to stop them from micromanaging things they don't know the first thing about. I don't miss it. Thankfully, that's all behind me now. Not exactly. My work is still closely related to architecture. Judging from the look on your face, you're still strapped for Mora. That's quite unfortunate. You're the most artistically gifted graduate the Kasharawar Darshan has seen in decades. But it looks like you still have a lot to learn in terms of making Mora. With that said, us Kasharawar grads should still look out for each other. What if I told you about an idea that'll absolve you of all your Mora troubles going forward?
Are you serious? But something like that has got to be some kind of top-level business secret. Are you sure you can just share something like that with me? Besides, I don't want to just take something like that without offering anything in return. I still have a little Mora. Or is there something that I can help you with?
Oh, you're too kind. This is just a simple tip. Even if I didn't bring it up, I'm sure you'd hear it from the others sooner or later. The idea is this. I recently opened up a training center with the goal of educating people in architecture design. Compared to the classes taught by those old fossils at the academia, my classes are more condensed and streamlined and will allow people to quickly get their foot in the door. Unlike the academia, I won't turn down anyone who's interested, rich or poor. As long as someone wishes to learn more about architecture, I'll accept them into my training center. It just so happens that I'm still looking for a few more instructors. So, what do you say? Interested in coming over to give a few lectures? Regardless of the pay, I can already guarantee that it'll be far more comfortable than working on random people's private commissions.
Ah, so you want me to join you as an instructor? That does sound like something I'd be able to do. Sounds like a pretty stable job, too. What do you think, Traveler?
Podrías ir a probar tus dotes de enseñanza.
Then it's a deal.
Yes, it's a deal. Thank you, Alkami.
Like I said, there's no need to thank me for this. The lecture room is not far from here, so you can just come straight here tomorrow morning. As for the pay, how about we start at 300,000 more per lecture?
300,000? Are you serious? How could you offer so much?
It would seem that you're still oblivious to your own economic worth. 300,000 is nothing compared to the prestige of having the light of Kasharawar as one of my instructors. 300,000 is also just the base rate. Just trust me on this. The longer you stick with me, the more you'll come to understand your true value in the market. I have to go make some preparations now. See you tomorrow.
I was never particularly close with Alkami when we were in school. Who would have thought that he'd be so nice and friendly? I've hosted free lectures before, but this would be my first time being hired to lecture for a formal business. 300,000 mora per lecture. Whew. I'm so excited that I'm starting to get nervous. Thanks so much. I think I will be able to relax a bit more with a friend in the audience. Now, what should I talk about tomorrow? Some lessons I've learned over the past few years? I should probably save those for later. For my first lecture, I should start by getting them more interested in the field. Alright, let's meet here again tomorrow morning. I should hurry home and create some kind of lesson plan. If I'm going to become an instructor, I should make sure I show up prepared.
Sí, realmente no sabe su propio valor. Y clases gratis. Todo el mundo se la monta al pobre.
Oh, I didn't expect you two to get here so early.
I was up last night preparing for the lecture, but I ended up getting so excited that I couldn't fall asleep. Here, I prepared a lesson plan. Do you want to take a look?
Lesson plan? I must commend you for your dedication. But the training center has already developed its own set of teaching materials. Instead of using your own plan, you can just use what we have here. Of course, you're always welcome to work in some of your own content to add some fun and flavor.
No problema, tengo que.
Sure, be my guest.
Me incluye todo tipo de accesorios que todas simple vista parecen muy completos.
It's almost time for the lecture to start. Feel free to head in and start the class whenever you're ready.
Huh. So you've already developed your own set of teaching materials. Seems like I won't need the stuff I prepared after all. Anyway, shouldn't be a problem. I'll just go ahead and use your materials. There's something else I want to ask, though. This isn't going to be a large class, is it?
No need to stress. There are only 20 people in this class. There are 14 classes at my training center. Out of all of them, the first class has the best grades, so I've directed them to you. We'll see how well they take to your lectures.
20 people, huh? All right. I think I can handle that.
Oh, and one last thing. In the interest of keeping a quiet learning space, only instructors and students are allowed in the classroom when class is in session. I'm sorry to say this, but your friend will have to wait outside while you teach the class.
No pasa nada, en realidad estaba pensando en darme una vuelta por aquí.
Sorry about that. I'll meet you at the door when the class is over then.
Dame que ver, estoy en buena cooperación, le pregunté a la gente de la zona.
Hey there. Can I help you?
¿Conoces a Kaveh?
Oh, Alkami? You mean that rich guy who's been making quite the name for himself? Yeah, he commissioned a set of furniture from me a while back. Paid a great deal of more for it, too. I heard he earned a fortune working as a renowned architect. Now he's opened a training center so others can follow in his footsteps. If the tuition wasn't sky high, I'd enroll my child in a heartbeat. Architecture really sounds like a lucrative profession.
Did you hear? Alkami recruited Kaveh to be an instructor.
I bet that'll boost his enrollment numbers.
Really makes you jealous, eh? If you think about it, Alkami was never that talented himself as an architect. If we're just talking about professional skill, no one would pay for a class with him.
That's true, but you gotta admit, his advertisements are really effective. After all, the academia only admits those who can pass its entrance exam. So only a few people could hope to study architecture in the halls of the Sharp. For those who can't pass the exam, or who just want to jump straight into the industry, the training center is the best bang for the Mora.
Man, to have that kind of business acumen.
El balón aquí se cae llega subiendo.
All right, everyone. There's no need to be nervous. Class is over, so we can just chat for a bit. I shouldn't have lost my temper during the lecture. Did I scare anybody?
No, you weren't scary at all, Mr. Kaveh. We were just a bit lost and didn't get what you were talking about.
Ugh, don't get me started. I was trying to use Alkami's materials, so I flipped through some pages and gave them a closer look. The more I read, the more upset I became. Alkami may fool an amateur, but he can't fool anyone who's active in our profession. The materials he made are completely useless for teaching real architecture. In my opinion, the most important skill of an architect is their ability to craft a design. In other words, they must be able to conceptualize ideas. There are tens of thousands of buildings in the world, as well as a countless number of architectural styles. Some designs emphasize aesthetics, while others prioritize practicality. The architects who can critically evaluate the quality and fit of different designs are those who can come up with great designs of their own. But you won't get any of that from the teaching materials they're using here. All these students are doing in class is rote memorization of existing designs. They are learning nothing about the underlying principles. How can they expect to become real architects? When they're done with this class, all they'll become are dilettantes with a pitiful smattering of architectural knowledge.
But Mr. Kaveh, we didn't really understand anything you said after you threw away the materials either. What's the big deal anyway? It's not like we're looking to make some works of art. We just want to make some Mora.
You're studying architecture to make Mora?
Yeah, why else would we be studying here? My biggest dream is to become someone like Mr. Alkami. Once I finally make my fortune in architecture, I'll be able to buy anything I like.
Huh. In that case, I'm afraid you'll probably be disappointed. The reality is that the work of an architect is very difficult. And the pay is not lucrative at all. Believe me, I'm a perfect example.
But how? Mr. Alkami just told us last night that you made a killing by building the palace of Alcazarzare. He also said that as long as we graduate from his class, waves upon waves of people will reach out to us with private commissions, and we can just sit back and wait for more to fill up our pockets. It won't be long before I can put these miserable days behind me.
Come on. And you all believed everything he said?
But Mr. Alkami is really rich, isn't he?
You... It's pointless trying to argue this with you right now. You've already filled your heads with pipe dreams. Let's go, traveler. Let's hear about Alkami's true plans from the man himself.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with...
Mr. Kaveh looked really angry.
Who cares about him? Maybe he's just worried that we'll take all of his commissions once we finally graduate.
But, that can't be it, right? Mr. Kaveh is super famous.
Who knows? My dad told me the more famous someone is, the more arrogant and stubborn they become. Approachable people like Mr. Alkami are the rare ones.
Sí, dejémoslo acá. Ahora seguimos con la historia. Y bueno, gracias a todos por vernos. Nos vemos mañana.